Am I going to have to walk out if this is a game that I completely don't agree with?
Well, I personally would walk out on this game, but that's me being biased. Back to another top 10 video. We did Mario Kart
15.
top. Well, you know what? I'm top 10. So usually it's just me and H here, but we thought I think it's the first ever time we've had a guest on a podcast. It's Jack.
Hello.
He's back.
Hello, it's me.
Hello.
I'm back.
He's back.
I was going to say by popular demand, but I don't think there was any demand at all, actually.
By
Zero demand.
By zero
but I'm
demand,
here
Jack
anyway.
is back.
Oh, no,
And-
it's like on Top Gear. So many people ask. No, we just got one letter.
Did we get one
We
letter?
asked one person if
Yes.
they wanted me to come back,
And
that person was me, and I was like, yeah. So I'm here.
So we're back. So last top 10 we did was the Mario Kart 8 tracks. This time we've gone kind of wild, and the top 10 is top 10 Nintendo games ever.
Yes. I
Nintendo
think
exclusives, we should say.
Nintendo exclusive games, because I didn't want everyone to put Simpsons Hit and Run, like SpongeBob, Sonic games, all those stuff which are on like PlayStation, Xbox.
Yeah.
They could get away with putting Minecraft on the list, but no, Nintendo exclusives.
Yeah.
Mario games, Sonic game. I just said not Sonic.
Not
Mario,
Sonic.
Zelda, Kirby, Pokemon, etc. Animal Crossing, etc. So
yeah.
I think we asked 16 people for lists.
You've gone blue.
Who's gone blue?
You.
Aberdeen, Aberdeen.
What have I gone blue?
It's just a light from the screen. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Carry on.
So we got lists from, before we begin, I got this from me, Chris, Charlotte, Lil, Scoots, H, Jack, Jurassic, Hooper, Foss, Reese, Eric, Kat, Molly, and Nico, and Lewis.
It's a lot of people.
Very extensive list.
Anyone else?
That was it. That was everybody.
We got lists from the Obamas.
We got
and,
Obamas.
we've got one from Kanye West.
Yeah. Chris Pratt.
so I think
all of them.
Yeah. I think the one from Benedict Cumberbatch has just come in.
Yeah, he's just come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got one from the CEO of Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug Bowser. The only games he got on his list are ones that have Bowser in the title.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So in total, we asked 16 people. We got 91 different games.
Woohoo, 91.
Ooh.
So we're going to go for all 91. No.
Yep, so in 91st place is...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games with 1 point. Anyway, moving on.
dear.
So we're going to do the top 15 today.
Yeah.
And before we start, the game that missed out on the top 15 by 1 point, I want to mention.
Okay.
And the game just missing out on our top 15 was a Pokemon game.
Yes.
It was Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Okay.
Literally just missed
Okay.
out on 14 points.
Missed out by one, but I'm surprised that's that high up, honestly. I kind of thought that Gen 7, a lot of people kind of just moved on from it.
Well, for me, I put Ultra Sun and Moon on my list in like 5th place. Scoots had it 2nd. I think that's why it's up there. I
Okay.
think someone else had it last as well. My reason for putting it on my list, because A, it wasn't actually a difficult Pokemon game. Like, it had actual difficulty to it as well, which I thought was different.
I do have to say, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is the only Pokemon game that I've bought and never finished. I got to like the part literally on the first island where you get to the school, and then I stopped because I was like, I don't want to do all these tutorials again, so I just didn't.
Well, after tutorial, it gets really good. Like all the Metropolis or whatever it is, the Space World, Ultra Necrozma, all that stuff.
Maybe I'll have to give it a try.
For sure. I think it's actually underrated Pokemon game.
Look at the can.
It just disappeared.
Drinking a can of void fluids, whatever that is.
you're in the space world in Ultra Sun and Moon when Ultra Necrozma is now.
Yeah, I'm in the Ultra Wormhole.
Ultra Wormhole.
Help
Yes.
me.
So yes. So
Aren't you glad you had me here so far?
It's perfect. Absolutely wonderful. So we move on now to our actual top 15, which isn't really top 15.
Before we get into the top 15, I
Yes.
was just thinking, Are you gonna do a video with with all 91?
No. Just
Or are
have
you
lots
gonna
of-
do like the top? Are you gonna do like the top 40 or something?
I don't
or
know.
top 20?
I'll see what happens. If I get busy, I'll do all 91, but that'll take bloody ages. But
Maybe we could just do some honourable mentions or something if you wanted to.
I'll just release the list in like an Excel spreadsheet in a Discord. It'll be fine.
Just spam the list on it on Discord and just
Yeah.
leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best way to do it. So,
Yeah.
first game on our top 15 is technically 3 games got joint 13th on 15 points.
Okay.
So I'll say one of them obviously, then we'll talk about it for a bit. So the first game in our top 15 is a
Very
Mario
tense.
Mario Kart on the DS.
Ah, okay.
Mario Kart DS. Now,
Interesting.
back in the day, college days, Mario Kart DS
Back
was
in the
played
day.
every day in college,
Oh
every
my
single
God.
day.
Yeah, so for context, like Ditto and I went to the same sixth form college, and
Yes.
we had a group of friends who we all had DSs. Every single day we would come in, and during the free periods, breaks, lunchtimes, we'd always have a whole group of us all sitting around playing Mario Kart DS.
Yes.
And we would only ever get to do the first 2 cups because only like 4 people actually owned the game, and everyone else was on DS download play.
And everyone was shy guys. It was like, oh my god, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so I didn't have it on my list because
I didn't have it on my list, but it was
Good
in
game.
contention to be on my list.
Yeah.
I had like the way I did my list was I narrowed down every game I potentially would have on it, and then I just ranked those.
yeah.
And Mario Kart DS
Yeah.
just didn't make my top 10.
I think like the challenge or story mode, or whatever it was called, in it as well was interesting.
Yeah,
as well.
it had like a bunch of missions, which was really nice. I kind of wish they had that in the newer game, to be honest.
Yeah, something they could add.
Yeah. Maybe like, I mean, a Mario version of like the F1 game or whatever, where there's actually like a story mode, or like on FIFA, just
Yeah.
have their own story mode.
That'd be interesting. Like you have to do like
Nintendo, if you're watching, add that to Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, exactly.
if they ever make Mario Kart 9. I doubt it though. But there was some good tracks on DS as well. I'm trying to remember that.
There was some really
Luigi's
good ones.
Mansion. There was
Luigi's Mansion. I mean, Waluigi
Pinball.
Pinball came from DS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And what else did we get? There were some really good ones. Like Peach Gardens is one I'm really fond of.
I'm trying to
I think
think.
Yeah.
I think Bowser's Castle on DS is one of the better
Yeah.
ones.
I'm trying to think of ones in 8 which are in the
There
DS.
Airship
Airship
Fortress.
Fortress has a great track.
Was Shrew Bridge DS or was that?
It was.
It was,
Yes,
Shrew
I
Bridge
think
was
it
DS,
was.
yeah.
And I think was Mushroom City. I think was GameCube, wasn't it? Hang on, there's Mushroom Gorge. No, I'm getting confused. Mushroom City is the other traffic one, but that's GameCube, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
there's Mushroom Bridge and Mushroom City on the GameCube, yeah.
Yeah.
And Mushroom Gorge is the Wii one. We have to jump and jump and jump over the fucking
Yeah, all the bounty mushrooms.
Yeah,
It was Delphino Square. I think that was from the Wii, though.
No, Delfino Square definitely
Was
was in
the DS.
It was in DS. I remember that track. I
Yeah.
liked that one as well.
Yeah.
Had a lot of shortcuts, from what I remember, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember there was also Yoshi Falls?
no, it was-
the shortest
it
down
was-
track.
Oh, Yoshi Falls was amazing.
It was like the
Oh,
shortest
yeah.
down track. You could do like a whole lap in like 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's what DS. Delphino Square was originally DS, and then it was ported to the Wii.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, can
I
we
thought it was the other way around.
appreciate having ROB as a playable character in DS? I don't know who thought of that, but I love it. Like
Love it.
The fact that you could just have him with like his like bottom half just have like wheels, and it was an ROB like whizzing around the course. It was great.
That's why I want them to add all the old characters back into Mario Kart 8, but it'll never happen.
Same. Well, they've done
I
it with
know,
Smash. They've done Smash Bros. Ultimate. Do Mario Kart Ultimate for God's sake.
Mario Kart 8
Just
Deluxe
every
Ultimate.
character, every track, like every mode, like just every item, just put it all in one game, Nintendo.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
Do it,
I
Nintendo.
mean, they've got every single character in Tour. Can't they just get the code, copy it,
And paste it.
and paste it in 8 Deluxe?
Yeah. That'd be
Maybe
too
it's just
simple.
This is something I don't understand about Nintendo anyway, and I'm gonna go on a tangent here, but I mean, like, we literally like just got Strikers. I mean, the day we're recording this is like 2 days after Strikers came out.
Yeah.
And like, Daisy's not in it. Neither is Bowser Jr., neither is Diddy Kong, and it's like, why exclude these characters? Like, why not just take like an extra, like, however long it takes to put them in? Because you know everyone's gonna complain they're not there.
Yeah.
Like, why? What's the point? We decided, like, oh, we're gonna like. We'll cut Daisy from the roster, like, and we'll like put Rosalina in instead. Like, why? Like, have them both. Why do we need to have one or the other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, why is the 8-player mode a massive big thing and then it not be available online?
Yeah.
We're calling a massive tangent.
Like,
The Mario Kart DS
yeah.
have ended up at Mario Strikers, which came out 2 days ago, which no one's had on their list.
Yeah. Dear me.
Oh, dear,
Well,
dear.
get-
I mean, I
get
think I had the old one on my list.
Well, we can get across that when we get to it, if it's on
Yeah,
the
we'll
top
get
10.
back on track now. We
Right.
don't want this
Oh,
to
when we
be
get-
4 hours long.
Yeah. So another game which got tied in 13th place was a game I think only me and H had on their list.
Okay.
And that was the original Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, yes.
So I never played the Donkey Kong Country games.
As
I
a
never played them.
As a child, I would play Donkey Kong Country all the goddamn time. It was such a
Yeah.
good game. It was the first game with Diddy Kong in it. It was like I played all three. I think they had all three as well, but the first one was just the best. I know they re-put it on Switch. I'm really tempted to
yeah,
stream it
okay.
one day. Just for like nostalgia
that
reasons.
would be fun.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. To be
Yeah.
honest, I've never played. I've seen people play them, like, you know, bits and bobs of them
Yeah.
anyway. But I've never actually played it myself.
Have you
but
played?
it's,
Have you played the newer ones like Returns or the Tropical
I
Freeze one?
tried to play Tropical Freeze, which was on the Wii U, and I was
Yeah.
so bad at it that
Yeah.
I gave up.
Donkey Kong games are actually really difficult.
Yeah, they're actually really hard.
They make Mario game like a walk in the park. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I love, I think I love the Returns one, but definitely the original one. The nostalgia.
Nostalgia reasons, yeah.
Is that where the DK rap came from as well?
No, that was from Donkey Kong
Is it
64.
just...
Yeah. Okay.
I think that was 64 was after SNES, wasn't it, or was it before SNES?
64 was after. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so the countries came out, and then I think 64 came out afterwards. I think that's how the order. And then they stopped
I guess
making
that
Donkey
makes
Kong games.
sense actually, because the one with the DK rap, like Diddy Kong, was already a thing by then.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah, Donkey Kong Country. Well, it's not the first Donkey Kong game because obviously it was Mario v Donkey Kong, but the first standalone Donkey Kong game.
Donkey Kong
Yeah.
platformer?
Yeah,
yeah, that's a good way to put
that's a
it.
good platform. Yes, and the other game that got joined 13th is a game I've never played. It's a Zelda
Okay.
game. It's a Zelda game, so that makes sense. And it's Between Worlds. I don't know which one that is, honestly.
Between Worlds. Okay, so A Link Between Worlds is one of the, well, I hesitate to say recent because it's not recent anymore, but it was one of the last ones to come out on the 3DS.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of like, it was about like, I think 4 years or so before Breath of the Wild
okay.
came out.
That was like Switch release, wasn't it? It was a big hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that A Link Between Worlds is a callback to one of the, I think the third ever Zelda game was called A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
And A Link Between Worlds is intentionally like a sort of spiritual successor to that, I think.
Yeah.
I've never actually properly played it. I did get the demo on the 3DS.
Yes.
I played about 10 minutes of it, and then I just didn't play the rest.
Fair enough.
But it seemed pretty fun.
Yeah.
It seemed like a pretty like bog standard kind of Zelda game. I don't really know much else about it, but I know that it was successful and all that lot.
But popular, yeah.
So,
It just,
but yeah,
I mean, that's more than us.
yeah. You've seen me play Zelda. Zelda's not my type of game. I did play.
Breath of the Wild is a very different kind of take on Zelda compared to like
The
some
old
of the
ones.
others.
Because I've played like Wind Waker and stuff in the past, like the cartoon one. I kind
Yeah.
of like that one, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Link Between Worlds is well, I wouldn't say A Link Between Worlds is cartoony as well, but it has got a kind of like chibi kind of art style because it's on like the DS
there's
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just had a look. It's got like that DS sort of Pokemon vibe.
Yeah.
Kind of,
the
I mean,
artwork.
kind of like how the Link's Awakening remake looks. Link Between the Worlds looks a little bit along those kind of lines, but more like less kind of like less kind of like they look like plastic models and more like cartoon
It's-
animated.
Yeah.
We now move on to 10th place, which has, again, 3 games with the same type of score. Happens every time. So these
dear.
next games, so the last 3 had 15 points. These 3 have
Okay.
16 points.
Very close.
16.
16,
Like
1
1-6.
6, yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
Do you want these in oldest to newest or newest to oldest?
Just do them alphabetically.
Okay, alphabetically. So the first game we did talk about earlier is
Okay.
is the Mario Strikers on the GameCube, the very first one.
Oh yes, I love that one. I was watching a video last night or the night before on sort of all the hidden stuff in the game that
Yeah.
they left from like E3 mode and stuff, and it was quite interesting to see. I think there was also in the code for the game actually some stadiums that wasn't used.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It did make my list, but it was very, very close to being like bottom half of the list for me.
Yeah, so this is kind of like a hard one for me because I never actually owned a GameCube to start with, but I
Yeah.
also never owned this Mario Strikers. I've owned the Wii one and I played a shit ton of that, and obviously I now own the Switch
the
one.
new
And
one.
at the moment, I'm playing a lot of that.
Yeah.
But like the GameCube one, I only ever play when we go over to yours.
Yeah.
Like, but I do really like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just couldn't have made my list because I don't own it,
Yeah.
and the Wii one didn't make my list because it was like so long ago. I haven't played it in
Yeah.
forever, and I remember being quite frustrated by it because I was bad.
Yeah.
You know, deja vu. Now I'm terrible at the new one. So
But yeah, obviously,
They should have.
H is obsessed so much to put the robots in the new game.
Yeah, I think they should add the robots to the new game because that was just overkill.
and so the robots just like super OP, like just like maxing
Yeah.
every stat or something.
No, they were like
Yeah, they're basically maxing everything, and
everyone could
all
do-
of them can super strike.
Yeah, but in a new one, they can all super strike anyway.
Yeah,
Like in the GameCube, like
And-
I think in the GameCube one, was it just a captain who could do that?
Yeah, so basically you pick the
Yeah.
the eight, again, there wasn't very many characters in the game. There was Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Wario, Waluigi, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, I think the 8. And then you have like your teammates, which are either Toad, Birdo, Koopa Troopa, or
Yeah.
Hammer Bros. And only your captain could do the super strike. But then
I've got to say,
the other
that's
four,
how the Wii version was as well. I think you had more like side characters. You could have like Monty Mole, you could have Dry Bones, you could have Koopa Troopa.
Koopa.
Like that's
Yeah.
something I honestly wish they had brought to the new one as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I do miss that. As much as it's cool, like having like all main characters
Yes.
on your team. I think the option should have been there.
yeah.
yeah, I think so. There's a good story about the side characters being all completely new characters, but I'll probably send you the video for that on a YouTube stream because that's just gonna dive down another
Yeah.
hole.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, Mario Strikers, good game. I think only Donkey Kong Country Returns made my list so far. The next game,
Yeah.
joint in 10th place, is a Switch game.
Okay.
It only came out this year.
Okay.
It was Legends Arceus.
Ah, this is the first one that was on my list.
Yeah,
I can see why it's up there.
yeah, because it's like nothing. It's kind of like Pokemon crossed with Zelda type crossover, like Breath of the Wild
Yeah,
type scenario stuff.
It's just a whole new take on
Different take
Pokemon,
on.
and I think it was. I mean, you know how many like I would say years, decades even people have been begging for a fully 3D open world Pokemon game, and that's
What
kind of what we got.
Pretty much, yeah.
And not only that, but the actual like story is good as well.
Yeah.
Like the story is actually like got good twists and turns. It's got interesting characters. It felt like for me anyway, it felt like the first time that the developers have really been passionate about the game they're making since Gen 5. That's honestly how it felt for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
I felt like everything from like the 3D era onwards, I felt like it's just been missing like something. Like that felt a bit uninspired, but Legends Arceus brought me right back to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I was completely wrapped up in it. I loved it to pieces.
I really enjoyed streaming it as well, because like I didn't buy it originally because I thought I don't know if I'm going to like this game because it's more Zelda type, not like Diamond and whatever. Yeah. But I played it. I'm like, yeah, I've got to finish this. I've got to finish this game. I've got to keep going and going and going until I finish it.
Yeah.
I didn't do the story because the last bit because that I've no time at all, and it'll take years and years to finish. I'm like, oh.
I had to like follow a guide to do it because the thing is like. It's not as simple as like catching all Pokemon. To catch all the Pokemon, you have to gather all of the wisps to get Spiritomb. You have to hunt down all of the legendaries who each have their own little side quests. You have to like, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you've got to do. And like, I did it because I really enjoyed the game and I wanted all the content. But my God, like as much as like the final fight, I mean, I could say this. It's not exactly a spoiler. It's common sense. The final battle with Arceus is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But like to go through all of that to get just that fight is kind of like okay.
Yeah.
But I mean the journey along the way was so much fun for me that I don't mind, and I hope they make more games like it because I think it's a fresh new direction that the series needed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think the new one's meant to be quite more open world. I think, isn't it?
Well, Scarlet Violet, yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully it plays out good because. I mean, it looks quite good, apart from the Pokemon centers look a bit weird.
Yeah. They look weird, but I do kind of like that it, again, shows they're doing something different with Scarlet and Violet. Like, I hope they've taken all of the right notes from Legends Arceus, because there's stuff that game implemented, like the whole thing with the moves, like remembering every move that Pokemon learn and you can change it. That was like, why has this not been in a game before? This is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, why is it such like an arbitrary thing of like you can't relearn any of the moves without going to the move relearner? It's like it's just an arbitrary kind of like annoyance. It's like It's like that's something like if they keep just that and nothing else, I will be happy because that feature is like
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Arceus was kind of like a test before they sort of implement it like properly into them.
Yeah,
sort of main series.
I think that's what they did as well because in Let's Go they did the same thing with like the Pokemon running about to implement that, test it for Sword and Shield. I feel like
it feels like Let's Go and Legends Arceus were kind of like technical demos almost
technical
kind of
demos,
thing.
And then go bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Next Scarlet Violet.
So yeah, Legends Arceus, thumbs up from me. I love
Legends
it. Arceus. And I think it was like number 4 or 5 on my list, wasn't it? I'm just making you troll through all of the lists now.
No, it was 9th on your list.
I was 9th on my list. Well, it was still on my list, so that's the main thing.
Yeah. And the other game that got joined 10th was a game, again, never played. I've seen people play it, but it's the first Super Paper Mario game.
Okay.
Wait, so when you say that, do you mean is it the game called Super Paper Mario?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not actually the first game. That is the third game in the series. So the first 2 games, I know, I'm just going to let you on how you're completely wrong here. So the first game was called just Paper Mario. That's what it was called. Second game was Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now those first 2 games were very traditional, like turn-based RPG kind of thing.
Yeah.
Super Paper Mario was on the Wii.
Okay.
And it was the first one I played personally, and it was one where it started to be a mix between like turn-based RPG and platformer kind of thing.
Right.
So it kind of like added like its own kind of unique element to the series, and some people hated it. A lot of people said this isn't Paper Mario anymore. The series is ruined and blah 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 blah. But the thing that they kept, which the first 3 Paper Marios did amazingly well, was the story.
Yeah.
Like in the first 3 Paper Mario games, the story, the characters, the twists and turns were just beautifully done, and they kind of lost that in the later games, which is a shame. But Super Paper Mario is a very, very good game in my opinion, and I think in hindsight, like it hasn't really aged. Like I think it got better over time.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah.
The reason it's high is because Jurassic had it number 1. Because I know back in the day when they used to stream, they used to speedrun that game all the goddamn time.
Yeah. And I think Eric plays a lot of Paper Mario as well, doesn't he?
He I think what is it? Yeah, he had it. Did he have it on his list? He didn't.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it was in competition to be on my list, but it just didn't quite make the cut because other stuff was above it. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely a very, very good game, and it's actually a interesting suggestion. I might consider making you play that at some point on stream.
No,
It's
I'd be
actually a very good
up
game.
to seeing that.
So I've
It's
got-
actually a very good game, and I kind of forgot it existed.
So I've got to play the original Donkey Kong. I've got to play Super Paper Mario.
Yeah,
Long
you're
list
just getting
of-
ideas. You're just getting ideas
Yeah,
from
you
stream. This is great.
We played the scrub exactly. Okay,
Well, I mean, it's going to be unlocked soon, but
yeah,
I'm not in any rush.
probably when this is out.
yeah, probably when this is out. Depends how quick H can edit this. Anyway,
I mean, again, I'm not in any rush, but maybe I'll make you play it at some point.
Yeah,
Or
Next-
maybe Jurassic will.
probably Jurassic probably will actually. So yeah,
Jurassic, if you're watching,
yeah. So next on the list we have a standalone game in ninth place. It's got 17 points. It's another Pokemon game.
Okay.
It's from the DS.
okay. Okay. Is it black?
No,
Or
it's
Platinum.
it's Platinum.
Okay.
Platinum. Good old Platinum.
Yes. So Platinum didn't make my list because I never played it as a kid. Because I had Pearl, H had Diamond. Then we literally skipped.
Yeah.
Then we skipped to Black and White. I never. The only time I played it has been like doing like Nuzlocke and stuff on like emulators and stuff. I never played the actual
Yeah.
original.
Yeah. I played Diamond when obviously it first came out.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Like, I was like, oh my god, Gen 4 is like great. All of these like new evolutions and stuff. Sinnoh's
yeah.
an awesome region. It's got cool characters. Cynthia, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
but just like, oh god, that makes me sound like a creep. But anyway, then Platinum came out, and I was like, this fixed all of the issues with Diamond and Pearl that I didn't even realize there were. Well,
Yeah.
I say all of them. There's still some things that didn't fix. There's still not enough fire types in Sinnoh, and like there's the whole Battle Frontier thing compared to Emerald. Still
Yeah.
not as good. But it fixed a lot of stuff, and it's just like, for me, it's like one of the definitive mainline Pokemon games.
Yeah.
It's just like, you can't say you're a Pokemon fan if you've never played Platinum. I feel like it's just
I have played it, but I think it was randomized. But I still played the story.
I mean,
Nothing at all.
you still played it. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, it's just one of those like such an iconic Pokemon game. Like, I feel like everybody who's a Pokemon fan has to give it a try.
at some point. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, obviously, the difference between Diamond and Pearl and Platinum was obviously Giratina and all that kind of stuff, and it's like add to it.
It's like the Distortion World
Well-
stuff was just like, I mean, you got to remember, like, this game came out in what, like 2007? Like, we hadn't seen anything
things
like
like that.
Distortion World in Pokemon before. That was like the fact you could go up walls and you would use waterfalls to go like sideways across the ceiling. Like, it was ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
it was so cool.
Very interesting game.
Good old Platinum.
Do you know what's more interesting? Of the game that came in 8th place.
Oh.
Oh.
It was Diamond
Should
and
I
Pearl.
be worried?
Diamond and Pearl. It got 2 more points than Platinum.
That's funny. I feel like a lot of that is kind of the thing that you said, which is that more people played those than Platinum.
Yeah, I put that second on my list because it was the first Pokemon I played, and I think it's the one I played the most.
That's just
Like
it. I
growing
feel
up,
like
yeah.
I feel like everybody who has played Platinum agrees that it is like, everyone who's like actually played Platinum like properly, like as it is, not randomized,
Yeah,
agrees that it's better than Diamond and Pearl.
yeah,
But more
Yeah.
people played Diamond and Pearl, so I think that's probably why it's higher in the list.
yeah.
I think, I don't know whether it's just because I can't even remember what I was going to say now.
I'm sure that's exactly why. Yeah, good point.
Good point there. Because I was so excited for when Brilliant Diamond's Shining Pearl came out, because obviously I enjoyed Diamond and Pearl so much as a child. I obviously played
Yeah.
played in remakes and stuff. It felt like the whole story, the concept was still there and good, but I just felt it didn't have like the same. I don't know how to explain it.
It was still Diamond and
Pearl.
Pearl, but it felt like, I mean, you compared like how Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were a total reimagining of Hoenn and like all of the Delta episode and stuff. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl felt really uninspired, and it was really, really disappointing.
Yeah,
honestly.
because they didn't even have like Distortion World, like Platinum, like
Yeah,
add-on
they
to
didn't
it.
have any of that added into it. I never actually finished all of the post game stuff in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. From what I understand, there's a very, very brief like Easter egg reference to it, which is that like if you do like all of the different because you got like Raminus Park where you can get all the legendaries and stuff. I think if you do all of those, the last one you get is Giratina, and you do go into a cave that looks like the Distortion World to get him.
Yeah.
But that's not really the same. Like it's just turned back cave but reskinned from the originals.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, a little bit of a letdown if I'm being completely honest. Like the one thing I did like about those is the difficulty. I think I really appreciated that they were more difficult than the originals.
Yeah.
Like I thought, like the revised, like the trainers had like different moves. The revised Cynthia battle was amazing.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
That's definitely the best part. I just wish they added more new stuff
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, the main stickler of Pearl and Diamond was like some of the gym leaders in some of Elite Four didn't have the same typing, because I think the fire Elite Four, I can't remember his name now. He had a Lopunny. Flint has a Lopunny. It's like, that's not a fire type, hello?
Exactly.
They need to add more fire types.
That goes back to what I was saying, which, there's not enough fire types in Sinnoh.
Gen 4,
You basically, before, in just Diamond and Pearl, you had, if you didn't pick Chimchar, you had Ponyta, and that was it until the post-game where you could get Magmar. That was, it for fire types, pretty much.
Can you get Eevee early on in...
No, you can't get Eevee until post game.
Oh, it was literally just Ponyta then, and Chimchar.
And even the remakes, that's one of the only things the remakes did add is a couple more fire types. But it was literally, I think, just Growlithe and Houndour that you could get in the underground, and that was it.
Yeah.
So it's still not much. And they didn't give those new Pokemon to Flynn. He still had his weird ass non-fire team
and stuff. Yeah.
So
very odd. But hey, Sinnoh Love, we had Arceus, Platinum, and Diamond on the list, so...
Yeah, I mean, Sinnoh is such an iconic region. Gen 4, it's one of the peaks of the series. It's
exactly.
Yeah.
7th place on the list, standing alone.
Is?
2 people had it on their lists.
Did it have 20 points, may I ask?
It did have 20 points, yes. It's the highest ranking Pokemon game. It's a Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, not Eons.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky. Rightio. So, hang on a second, I've got it right here. I've been very excited to talk about this fucking game. You can't see it properly. There it is. Can you see it? You can see it. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky is a fucking masterpiece of a game, and if you haven't played it, you're not a Pokemon fan. There, I fucking said it. I don't give a shit. This is one of the best Pokemon games ever made. You need to play it.
I'm trying to think which Mystery Dungeon games I've actually played. I played the one on the 3DS. So is it Super Mystery Dungeon? That was the last one. That was the newest one, right? Yeah,
Super Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah.
The Mystery Dungeon series. So originally you had Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team. Those came out on the Game Boy and the DS.
Yeah.
Then you had the Explorers games, which was Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness. Those also came out on the DS. Yeah. And then Sky was the third version. It was the Platinum. Diamond Pearl, basically.
So it's basically Gen 4 again.
Yeah, it literally is Gen 4. It literally is Gen 4. It came out during Gen 4. So another Gen 4 game.
Hey, every single Gen 4 game's on the list.
And after this, you had Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, which was a steaming hunk of trash, and I hate it. And then you had Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon on the 3DS, which was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But so the reason why me and Ben love this game so much is because the story in it is top tier, okay?
Yeah.
So it's got amazing characters. It's got a beautiful, emotional, well-told story. It was the first game that ever made me cry. I'm not even kidding. It was.
Yeah.
It's a incredible game, and the gameplay seems really repetitive and straightforward, but it's got a lot of depth to it.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's so much you can do. There's so much post-game content. You can get every single legendary up to Gen 4. You can recruit every Pokemon in the first 4 gens other than Arceus.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't speak highly enough about this game. Honestly, if you want a Pokemon game that's got a fucking great story, you can't go wrong with Explorers of Sky. It's just the best story in a Pokemon game ever told, I think.
Okay. Add it to the playlist,
Yeah, so
add it to the list.
I'm sure Ben will do that at some point. Don't you worry.
It was he's saving up. When he's not bullying me on stream, he's saving up. But yeah. So that was our highest ranking Pokemon game with 20 points.
Yes.
So we now move on to joint fourth, which again is with 3 games.
I forgot to mention Explorers of Sky. That's where this necklace comes from. It's a time gear from Explorers of Sky. I always wear this. Now you know what it is.
I see. I see. So before we get on to the top 3, there are 3 games which got 23 points, just missing out. And the first of which, I'm just going to say I've played one of these 3 games. So I'm going to say the one I've actually played first, which is Mario Kart on the Wii.
Mario Kart Wii.
Wii, yes.
Okay.
Now, the last Mario Kart game with Diddy Kong in it. Funky Kong was in it. When Funky Kong was OP, not bloody Waluigi. Good game.
Yeah. Funky Kong being the mayor was so superior to Waluigi
being the mayor.
Waluigi and Roy Cooper being the mayor now is just there.
Yeah. Obviously, there was some amazing tracks on the Wii as well. Coconut Mall.
Oh, there really was.
Coconut Mall was weird.
Yeah,
Mushroom
Coconut
Gorge.
Mall.
There's Coconut Mall. There was like the Wii Rainbow Road is one of the best of the lot. What else did we get? Toad Factory was amazing.
Yeah.
Rumble
Volcano.
Yeah. Oh god, what else was there? We're all like, oh, the tracks are amazing, and we can remember like
Maple Tree Way.
Maple Tree Way
was DK. No, DK Mountain wasn't, but Dino Jungle, was that 3DS or was that Wii?
That was GameCube.
Oh my god.
GameCube, yeah.
I'm getting all muddled up. But
because Wii so
Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii was great. It was the first one in the series to introduce bikes, which was a big thing, and that's a mainstay in the series.
Yeah.
I feel like it was the first game as well that really just went like, you know what, we're just going to go buck wild with the roster, and you're going to have all sorts of characters.
There's loads of them.
Like it was the first game to introduce. I think it was the first game that had more babies than just Mario and Luigi. Like it had like Baby Peach and Baby Daisy as well. And it added like Rosalina, it added like Dry Bowser, and like you said, Funky Kong, and all of these crazy characters.
Kong, Diddy Kong. Yeah. Mario's Goldmine.
Mario's Goldmine, yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
I definitely think in terms of like rosters, Mario Kart Wii is one of the best
ones. Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
I would like if Mario Kart 8 just had Diddy Kong and Birdo, if it just had them, I would say it's the best roster in the series. But those are such big exclusions. I don't know why they're not in it.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah.
But it really is just upsetting that they're not there.
Maybe one day. I doubt it, but maybe one day. Right.
Maybe.
We move on to the 2 games I've never played before. The first of which is another Zelda game.
Okay.
And it's Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time.
Is that the GameCube one? Was that
no. So Ocarina of Time was on the Nintendo 64. It's commonly referred to as the best Zelda game of all time. Like most people will say like either Ocarina of Time for the older generation or Breath of the Wild for the younger generation.
Yeah.
Like Ocarina of Time is one of the most iconic games of all time. Like it just like, I mean, for reference, it was the first fully 3D Zelda game.
Yeah.
It was to the Zelda series what Super Mario 64 was to the Mario series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's how kind of big it was. So I never played the original because I never had an N64. I did play the remake that was on DS, 3DS actually.
3DS, yeah.
And it is really an amazing game. Like it definitely like it showed its age because obviously it's an older game. But I mean, it's like, I think that like the world, despite the limitations, I think the world is really fun to explore. I think the story is good. Like the combat is fun. There's got cool bosses and yeah, it's such an iconic piece of like gaming history that I think like you kind of like, if you've never even like played a little bit of it or at least seen someone play it, you're kind of missing out.
Yeah, I've seen people play it, but like again, like I said before with the elder Zelda games, it's not my type of game. But I've seen people play
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah, like it's definitely one of those games. Like you need to at the very least know about
Definitely,
it because
yeah.
it's such an iconic game that like, yeah. And it was very close to being on my list as well. It was another one that was nearly on there and didn't make it.
in the limbo zone.
Yeah.
Now the last game, just missing out on top 3, is a Mario game. It included his brother Luigi, and it's Bowser's Inside Story.
Wow. Okay. I did not expect this to be so high on the list. So it was my number
It was
2.
your number 2. Charlotte had it 3rd, and I think Eric had it high as well, I believe. Was it Eric or was it, I can't remember who it was now. I've got to look from bloody notes now to find where it is. Hang on a minute. Someone else had it. Ah. I can't read. Oh, yeah.
Can't read.
Eric had it 5th. Yeah, Eric had it 5th, you had it 2nd, and Charlotte had it 3rd.
Yeah. So again, I'm gonna reach for the game case so I can find it because that's how passionate I am about this bloody game. Where is it gone? It's here somewhere. Oh God, where is it? I can't find it. I'm stressing out. Where is it? There it is.
I've definitely seen people play it, but I've never played it myself.
Yeah. So, Bowser's Inside Story. So first of all, the Mario and Luigi series. Have you played any of them before?
I think back in the day we had an N6, those, you know, the N64 cards which had bloody loads and loads and loads of DS games on it, like the hack one, whatever it's called. You remember having that? I'm pretty sure there was a Mario and Luigi game on that, but I can't remember which one it was. But I really enjoyed that one.
So the Mario and Luigi, I'll just quickly run you through what games are in the series before we talk about Bowser's Inside Story. So you had the original, which is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. That came out on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Then Partners in Time was on the DS.
That's the one I played, Partners in Time.
That's the one you played.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Bowser's Inside Story came out, also on the DS.
Yeah.
Then you had Dream Team, which was on the 3DS, and finally Paper Jam, which was also on the 3DS.
Yes.
And then the company went bankrupt, which is very sad.
Yeah.
But Bowser's Inside Story, amazing game. So the gimmick of this one is that you don't just play as Mario and Luigi, you play as Bowser as well. So you have like essentially, I mean, it's all like one story, but you've got like two different halves of the gameplay. You've got the gameplay where you play as Mario and Luigi, and you've got the gameplay where you play as Bowser. The reason it's called Bowser's Inside Story is because the whole gimmick is that everyone has been shrunk down and like they're inside Bowser's body, so they're like going around like
Okay.
it sounds really weird, but like, so you know, there'll be parts where like Bowser is like, you know, trying to do something. He's trying to like, you know, pull like a massive like carrot out of the ground or something. And Mario and Luigi have to go to like inside him where like his muscles are. They have to like do like a minigame to stimulate them so his muscles work. So he pulls the carrot out. Like it's such a creative game. And once again, it's got a really great story.
To it, yeah.
Like it's got really cool characters. It's like it's got an awesome villain in Forful, who's one of my favorite Mario characters ever. And he's one of my like, I really hope they add him to like Mario Kart. It'd be hilarious, and people would be like, "Who the hell is this?"
guy?
But yeah, it's got like awesome combat and just like really cool boss fights. The music, oh my god, the final boss theme is incredible. You've probably heard it because it's in Smash Bros.
Okay.
But it's an incredible theme. It's just an amazing game, and once again, it's one of those things where like you're really doing yourself a disservice if you haven't played it because it's so fun. It's so fun. And yeah, it's just a great game, honestly. Very deserving of being in the top 5. Very deserving.
Joint 4th with Mario Kart Wii and Ocarina of Time. So
I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that.
23 points. Top 3 time, people.
Okay.
In
In 3rd place with 38 points. So 15 more than the 4th lot down below.
God.
It's a game.
I feel so tense being this side of the host.
Yeah.
Like he's not through now.
It's a game on the Switch. It was one of the first games on Switch. Here we go on the rails. Time to raise ourselves.
I thought it was going to be Mario Kart 8, that's why I was doing the...
No, it was Odyssey.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Mario
Wow,
Odyssey.
okay.
Third on my
I
list.
Wow.
I love this game.
It's a great game.
It's actually probably my favorite like main Mario game.
It is a really good
I-
one.
Yeah.
I would say definitely. Well, I mean, it was the highest main Mario game on my list.
Yeah, because I know, cause I know I bought it with, like, literally when the Switch came out. I was still at uni. Literally, the first week it came out, I just constantly played the entire game, and poor Reese just had to sit there and watch me play it.
Oh dear. It is truly a great game. Like for me, like it is the only 3D Mario game that comes above it for me is Super Mario Galaxy. Other than that's the only one. Like,
Yeah.
Odyssey is second for me. Like even above Mario Galaxy 2, which was also amazing.
Okay, yeah. I just
Yeah,
like the uniqueness of like throwing your hat and becoming like whatever you turn into and stuff as well.
Definitely.
I've got to say, I kind of applaud them for actually taking the risk to like
do it.
remove items from the game entirely. Like, there's no power-ups. There's just your hat.
This is your hat and power-ups.
It
Yeah.
made it really like unique and different.
Especially when it combines like the 2D bits as well and the 3D bits as well, and you can do like
Yeah.
the music was good. There's like the bit that annoyed me was the ending when Pete said, "Thanks for saving me, but I'm gonna fuck off now." I'm gonna go travel the world. Screw you, bye. Oh, great. Did all this work. You're just gonna bugger off.
Me and my brother joked that like Peach was just gonna go off and like be lesbians with Pauline, and Mario was left on the moon.
Yeah. It was also like it felt like obviously like Sunshine was the first like when you have to collect all the it was 64, then Sunshine,
64, then Sunshine,
then Galaxy, then Odyssey.
Yeah.
I really hope they make like a sequel or just like a new Mario game using like the same kind of like concept type thing.
Yeah,
I think they do really well, and I hope so.
I think stuff that
I think
Go
so. I've just had a look, and it was nominated for 28 awards,
wow.
and it won 8. But
I mean-
still quite big.
Like,
Yeah.
it's very well deserved, I think, because okay, so I'm gonna quickly say some things I didn't like about it, so I can counter it with things I do like about it. But like, I do think like something they could have improved. Well, there's two things they could have improved. One, I wish that the co-op was more than just one player plays as Cappy. I think that's rubbish.
They did do an update for that.
Oh, did they?
There's now like a hide and seek mode, I think, or something like that. Basically,
Oh yeah, they added that. They added that mode where like you can talk to Luigi and you can like hide like a token or something in the map or something. I don't know.
I think they added like multiplayer to that or something. I've never tried it, but that was the
maybe
thing they tried.
But yeah, I think that's one of the only things I would improve about it is like better like multiplayer options. The other thing is, I wish that it wasn't quite so aimless. That's like my only other thing is like it felt like there would be like one moon in each world which was actually story based, and everything else you were just left to do whatever.
Like a side quest,
direction.
Yeah.
Like if you think about like Galaxy, for example, you had like each planet had like a whole bunch of different stars, but each star was like its own unique kind of experience.
Yeah.
Whereas like in Mario Odyssey, you'd just randomly wander around and you're like, oh, I'm just bumming about and I found a moon. Awesome.
Yeah.
So one thing I do hope they change if they do a sequel is that they make it a little bit more like give you a bit more like direction and not just be completely like here's the whole world.
Here you go explore, do your own thing.
Yeah. Having said that, I do think the worlds were all really creative.
Yeah.
Some of them were better than others. I think like the Sand Kingdom, the New Donk City.
New Donk City.
Like some of them were amazing. Some of them could have done with a bit more stuff in them, but that's the only thing I say about that. But like other than that, like it had like the platformings like never felt better in a Mario game. Like the bosses were awesome. The music was amazing. Like I think it was the first time in forever that we've had amazing music from a Mario game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they brought Pauline back finally. Like, why did it take this long to bring her back?
Several years later.
Like,
Many moons later.
Can we just have her in all of the games now, please? Mario Kart, Mario Strikers. Like, I think she's in like Mario Tennis or Golf or something. But like, just have her in all of them. Like, why not? She's back now.
She's in Tour, actually.
Yeah, oh, she's in Tour. Okay, she's in Tour.
Everybody Nintendo characters in Tour.
As they should
I
be.
need to-
They should be in every Mario game.
I need to get a list of every character.
Oh god. But yeah, like bring Pauline into more stuff. Like she deserves it. She's the iconic. She's the first. She was Peach. She was Princess Peach before Princess Peach was
a
Princess
fake
Peach.
Peach. Yeah. Never.
Yeah, it's a really great
game.
game. And even if it's not my absolute favorite 3D Mario, I can see why it's number three
number
because
three overall.
it's just got so much going for it. Honestly, that I just love it to pieces.
Yes.
The
Ready for second place?
Yeah, we'll go into second place while Hazel's looking for this list of tour characters.
Have you found it?
Yes.
Oh god.
Yes. So, Baby Mario, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, Baby Rosalina, Baby Luigi, Koopa Troopa, Shy Guy, Dry Bones, Iggy, Larry, Lemmy, Ludwig, Morton, Roy, Wendy, Mario, Peach, Yoshi, Daisy, Toad, Toadette, Rosalina, Luigi, Pit Crew, Toad, Red Yoshi, Blue Yoshi, Pink Yoshi, Yellow Toad, Light Blue Toad, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Lakitu, Bowser Jr., Wario, Waluigi, King Boo, Black Shy Guy, Red Koopa, Birdo, Pink Shy Guy, Blue Birdo, Hammer Bro, Boomerang Bro, Ice Bro, Fire Bro, Yellow Birdo, Monty Mole, Green Shy Guy, Blue Koopa, Blue Birdo, Purple Koopa, Light Blue Shy Guy, Metal Mario, Peachette, Pauline, Musician Mario, Japanese Thief,
Who?
Musician Mario,
Yeah.
No, the one after that.
oh, Japanese Peach,
What?
Hakama Mario, Halloween Rosalina, Vacation Peach, Santa Mario, Pink Gold Peach, Holiday Daisy, Reindeer Yoshi, Party Time Pauline, Karate Mario, Party Time Toad, Winter Time Peach, Penguin Luigi, Ice Mario, Baby Peach, Aurora Borealis Rosalina, Classic Mario, Classic Luigi, Detective Baby Rosalina,
Fuck off. Detective Baby Rosalina.
Black Yoshi, Builder Mario, Builder Toad, Fairy Daisy, Chef Mario, Wedding Beach, Swimwear Rosalina, Swimwear Mario, Captain Toad, Toadette Explorer, Japanese Daisy, SNES Mario, Mario Sunshine, Mario Halloween, Peach Explorer, Builder Luigi, Fire Rosalina, Ledenhosen Luigi,
Lederhosen Luigi.
Oh, that was Luigi. Okay, I think we get the point.
Oh,
and it
jeez.
goes
And it goes on.
on.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, they just added Dr. Mario and Dr. Bowser, etc.
all that, and it took him that long to add Dr. Mario. He's literally he's like one of the most iconic Mario costumes there is.
Yeah.
I don't know about all the different costumes and like Red Yoshi, Blue Yoshi, Yellow Yoshi all being separate characters, but isn't that just a superior roster? I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you went on Mario and Mario Kart 8 and it just had all the costumes and all like Metal Mario would be on there as well.
Yeah, like that's what I think they should do. Like, sure,
Yeah.
you have to have the babies separate because they're like a different weight class. But
Yeah.
like, you click on Mario and then
And
you have
then
all the
there's a list-
costumes.
yeah.
You have Tanuki Mario, all the Marios.
I honestly think when they do Mario Kart 9, I hope that'll be the big
The
new thing is
yeah.
character customization, not
Yeah.
with your car, but with how they look.
Look, yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like that's the big thing that Mario Kart 8 is kind of missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've got all of these characters have got some of their own like special items as well. So,
So like in Double
like
Dash.
in Double Dash,
yeah. They should bring that back for definite in like Mario Kart 9.
Speaking of Mario Kart, second place with 56 points,
Is
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Mario Kart 8.
oh,
I mean,
if you said Double Dash, I would have just left and cheered.
Double Dash got
Okay.
13 points.
I mean, that's pretty good going. I mean, it almost made the top
It almost made
15.
the top 15, yeah.
I feel like no matter like how like nostalgia driven you are, I don't think there is any denying that Mario Kart 8 is just the peak.
Yeah.
It's just the peak of Mario Kart. Like, you can see arguing for like, you know, Double Dash had the gimmick of being two characters. Like Mario Kart Wii had a better roster, but just as an overall experience, I don't think anyone can argue that 8 is the best by a country mile.
There's the most tracks. There's obviously online, which is like
online, which is actually
best
very
online.
functional.
Yeah.
Apart from glitchy
Tournament mode. Fixed tournament mode. Perfect. The only thing they're missing is obviously roster, which we talked about already, and I think that's it because they've added loads more tracks. The new DLC which dropped, which has been not touched since the Wii U. There's got to be a reason why they've not changed the game since the Wii U came out. It's that good.
The Deluxe version fixed battle mode as well, so battle mode is now actually good.
They added new characters in Deluxe like Dry Bones and King Boo and stuff, and it's like
Bowser Jr. as
well.
Yeah, and it's the first Mario Kart to have non-Mario characters in it, which unless you count ROB and I guess Pac-Man in the arcade games, but the first mainline Mario Kart to have proper non-Mario characters in it.
Zelda, Splatoon, and Animal Crossing in it.
Yeah, which I think is really cool. Yeah. And you had all the Mii costumes from like Captain Falcon and Star Fox
and all that stuff,
all that. So, yeah, I think it's just like the best Mario Kart has ever been.
Yeah.
Like just the actual like gameplay mechanics itself, like the driving has never felt more smooth.
Yeah.
Like drifting is like perfect. Like just
flying about.
I can't say enough good words about it really. It's just like such an amazing game. Like, and it's one of those games that's going to withstand the test of time. Like I think more than any other game in the whole Mario Kart series, like 8 will always be remembered as like the game, like the big game of the series.
Isn't it now Nintendo's best-selling game?
I think it is. Yeah, actually, I don't know about that. I think Wii Sports is still ridiculous because of like it being shipped with the Wii.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely up there.
I mean, one of the best ones that has actually been bought.
Yeah, because Wii Sports clearly came with the Wii. I don't think anyone bought Wii Sports. They just came with the Wii.
Yeah. So Mario Kart 8 is the 5th most selling Nintendo game of all time. Number 4, I'm just going to say the top 5 really quickly. Number 4 is Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Number 3 is the original Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, and Yellow.
The originals.
And number 1 is Wii Sports. So
another of those top 4 made our top 15.
I mean, but I think the point to take away from that is like Wii Sports you kind of ignore because it came with the Wii, so I feel like that's a bit kind of distorted. But
the other
games, the original Super Mario and the first 2 gens of Pokemon, they're all fucking ancient now. Mario Kart 8 came out like within the last decade, and it's that high up.
Yeah.
It goes to show how many people own this game. Like I don't know a Switch owner who doesn't have Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to have Mario Kart, and you have to have like literally there's just that in there. That's the main game you're supposed to have if you have a Switch.
And I think it helped a lot that when the Switch came out, Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart 8 were like the only good games
you could buy.
So everyone was like, get Mario Kart because it's all you're going to have for a while.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Mario Kart 8.
What a good game. Just add Diddy Kong and Birdo. And Pauline. Add Pauline too.
And Monty Mole!
And Monty Mole.
Just add everyone.
Add everyone.
And Kamek as well. Add Kamek. Why isn't Kamek getting more love?
Exactly.
Kamek should be in Mario Kart. Anyway.
First place has 70 points.
Ooh.
Am I going to have to walk out if this is a game that I completely don't agree with?
Well, I personally would walk out on this game, but that's me being biased. Again, it's another Switch game.
I think I might know what it is.
It's one of the first Switch games. I played it on stream.
I might have mentioned it about 20 seconds ago.
I played it on stream very early days. I rage quit it because I didn't like it. But it is Breath of the Wild. Zelda.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
It's the best Nintendo game ever, according to our list.
Okay,
And
so
Scoots, Foss, and Cat had it first.
I think I had it pretty high.
I mean,
up
I've
as well.
got.
Lil had it second.
I mean, I've got nothing to say.
I had it 7th on my list.
Oh, and Lewis had it second. So 5 people had it top 2.
I mean, look. All right, well, let's give a little bit of context here, right? So, the Zelda series is like, it's always been a big series,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
I feel like it got to a point where it was starting to get a little bit stale.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I remember Skyward Sword came out on the Wii, and that wasn't the best received. Like, so a lot of people didn't like it that much. You had like, a bunch of like side games. You had like, you know, stuff like Link Between Worlds, which were great, but they weren't like main series games really. Breath of the Wild was so hugely anticipated, and
Yeah.
it was in development for so long.
long.
It was originally meant to be a Wii U game, which explains the whole like Sheikah Slate thing. That was meant to be the gamepad
Right.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was so anticipated for so long. It finally came out as the big launch title for the Switch, and it just it was a complete reimagining of what Zelda could be,
Yeah.
basically. And like the very original Zelda. Have you ever played the very original Legend of Zelda? You know, like where you're just like the 2D one. You're like going like up, down, left, or right, and you like
think-
if you ever.
The only Zeldas I've played are Wind Waker. I think it's only Wind Waker and the new one, I think, the two I've played.
Okay, well, basically, the original Zelda games, like the first 2 original ones, literally just plonked you in the world and left you to it.
Yeah.
And Breath of the Wild felt like very much a callback to that.
Yeah.
Because once you do the like tutorial island thing, that's it. You're just plonked into the world. You explore whatever the hell you want, do the story in whatever order you want.
You go do your
Like,
thing.
if you want to, you don't have to do any of the divine beasts or any of that. You can go straight to, I was going to say Bowser's Castle then. You can go straight to Hyrule
To the
Castle,
castle.
fight Ganon
Ganondorf.
straight away, and end the game.
Yeah.
Like, and it's ridiculous that you can end the game that way, that quickly, but it's cool that the option is there.
Yeah.
It just like, and it's not a perfect game. Don't get me wrong, it's not a perfect game. I think it needs more enemy variety. I think the weapon durability is too like low. I think you get a great weapon, you can't be happy because it like breaks after like 3 fights.
Yeah.
I think it needed better dungeons. I think the shrines were repetitive. It's got issues. Don't get me wrong, it's really
Yeah.
got issues. But overall, it just was such like, that game just kind of like took you away. Like you just like, for people who actually really got into it, it's just like this whole world you could explore. There was so much to see and so much to do, and just like, yeah. And not to mention the incredible like physics engine in that game. So you could do like all sorts of crazy stuff. So like, there's like one part pretty early on in the game where they make you like cut down a tree and that like falls over like an abyss, and you use it as a bridge to get across. You
Yeah.
probably remember that.
Yeah.
That's like just one example of the crazy things you can do. So you get like, you know, that like magnet rune thing that you get?
Yeah.
So you can use that. So there's like boomerangs, like there's like a weapon that's a boomerang, it's like a metal boomerang. You can throw it, grab it with the magnet, and it keeps spinning while you've got it magnetized, and you can just like move it around and hit all the enemies with it.
Nice.
You can do stuff like, you know, you can if you shoot an arrow through a campfire, it'll turn into a fire arrow. Like, there's so many amazing things you can do in that game, and like people still discover new things about it,
Every
like
day.
to this day.
Yeah.
Like, that's how insane that game is.
It's literally all these-
Just like, even if like it isn't your cup of tea,
Yeah.
I think it's such it was such a like great example of like how like real passion or what you're making can like make an amazing
The game.
Like you could tell how passionate they were about
Yeah,
making that
Zelda,
game. 'Cause
bro.
it had like so much like substance to it. So yeah, and they're
Yes.
doing a sequel. A sequel's been announced. It's in development. So hopefully it fixes some of the issues I said. I want more kinds of enemies. I want more boss fights, more dungeons.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I do hope that they keep what made the first great and
Add on
fix
to
the
it.
stuff that wasn't so great.
Like add on
Yeah.
to it. Like we said with Odyssey earlier, yeah.
And I hope they add Diddy Kong too. No,
Did you come to Zelda?
Diddy Kong boss fight.
Did you come boss fight? Exactly. So that was our top 10.
Top 15.
Top 15, should I say?
Yeah.
Can't
What a
believe,
list.
I can't
Should we
believe Zelda
quickly
won.
should we quickly recap the list one by
Recap the
one?
list. Should we go to start from 91? No.
Not 91. Should we quickly recap the top 15 just so people can remember?
Yeah, so joint 13th was Donkey Kong Country, Mario Kart DS, Zelda Between Worlds. Joint 10th was Mario Strikers on the GameCube, Pokemon Legends Arceus, and Super Paper Mario. 9th place was Platinum. 8th place was Diamond and Pearl. 7th place was Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky. 4th place was Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, Mario Kart Wii, and Zelda Ocarina of Time. 3rd place was Odyssey. 2nd place was Mario Kart 8, and 1st place was Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
There we go. What a list.
Yeah, what an expansive list.
And just missing out was Ultra Sun and Moon, Wind Waker, Double Dash, Super Mario 64, Super Paper Mario Origami King, and Animal
This is
Crossing.
where we go. Oh, I thought he was going to do all the 91 then.
Well, I can keep
I've got to
going.
say, I'm surprised Animal Crossing didn't make the list. Actually, I thought
Yeah.
it would be in it. Actually,
Yeah, there are some games which
I
are
had
like.
it on my list.
You did have it on your list.
I didn't have it on mine, but it was like my number 12. Like it was really close.
Yeah, the highest
Yeah,
game
there are
on
other games that were on my list.
which weren't on overall. Because the highest game on my list, which wasn't made the overall list, was Donkey Konga. But only me and Hayes put it because nostalgia reasons.
I thought Reese would have put it.
Reese's list was just Professor Layton games.
Ah, the taste.
Oh,
Wow.
And then-
Professor Layton is great,
good,
honestly, and I'm not surprised it didn't make the list. But those are great games. My highest one that wasn't on the list was Bayonetta 2, which is
Yeah.
an amazing action game that you definitely should play if you like action games.
I'm very surprised no Super Smash Bros. Game made the top 15.
Yeah, for a moment I thought Smash Bros. Ultimate would be the number one. Then I remembered Breath of the Wild
Well,
existed.
I didn't have Ultimate on mine, but I had Brawl in it because the story mode from the Wii one was
Yeah.
absolutely goated.
Yeah. I'm surprised Mario Galaxy didn't make the cut as well, honestly. I honestly thought that was what most people thought was the best 3D Mario game, so I'm very surprised actually.
I'm trying to look down, do maths. Mario Galaxy
Yeah.
2 got 8 points.
hey,
Super Mario Bros. Wii got 8 points. Super Monkey Ball got 8 points.
Super Monkey Ball.
Super Mario Galaxy got 7 points. What else is on here? It was interesting.
this is just interesting ones. I was going to say this is just going to turn into the entire list.
Lewis put WarioWare.
Oh, which WarioWare though? Was it the
The
original one?
original one, yeah.
Oh, good. WarioWare's great, honestly.
What else is
I
on here?
had what else did I have?
Nintendo's got 4 points.
Nintendo. Oh, I love that.
Wii
Oh, I
Sports
love
got
that.
3. Super Mario Sunshine only got 2 points.
Wow. I got what else have I got? Mario and Rabbids I've got as potential. I don't think that was actually, was that on my list? I think it was.
It was, yeah.
Mario and Rabbids was 5th on my list. Fire Emblem Three Houses was 4th, another incredible game. Yeah, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 was my number 8 actually. That was like my highest Pokemon game apart from Mystery Dungeon.
My highest Pokemon game was Black, but that's because that's the one that I've played the most.
Yeah.
For me, it was just Black 2 and White 2 because for me, they were just like
Yeah.
where Pokemon peaked and then it started to go downhill in the 3D era. But we're not here to talk about Black 2 and White 2 because they didn't make the list.
They did not make
That's
the list.
sad.
And Molly had to tell me, crap, I did my list wrong because I forgot to put Mario and Sonic in the Olympics 2012 on my list. Which got 1 point.
1 point. Wow, so you had to like stop and like redo the whole thing. But imagine if like we recorded this whole thing and then she said, "Stop! Wait, no! I need to add Mario and Sonic," and it kept 1 point. We had to redo the whole
The list.
recording.
Yeah, we got 1 point. But yeah, that was our top 10. If you
There
want
it
to
is.
see, if you've got any ideas for other top 10s, we could do, instead of going this mad spectrum, we could do like top Switch games, top Wii games, etc. Top Xbox, we could do top PC, I don't know, whatever.
You could go through each Nintendo console, like from the oldest to the newest, maybe.
N64. The problem is, I don't remember any N64 game apart from like 4.
True. Like if we said like what are your top 10 favorite NES games, I could probably name like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just
Maybe start with 64 and go from there.
Or we could do like Switch, or we could just do top Mario, top Zelda, top Pokemon.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a good shout. Yeah,
Yeah.
like top Pokemon, top Mario. That'd be a good one to do.
We do films again. I don't know. Top video game movies. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff. You know.
Video game movies. That would be a wild ride.
Yeah.
The old school Mario movie.
And everybody has that as number one.
Yeah.
Every single person who sends a list in will just pretend they had that as their number one. It's like,
Yeah.
like in with 160 points.
It's
the Mario movie.
Yay!
Yeah.
But yes,
Not the Chris Pratt one, the far superior one with like some old guy who's probably dead now.
probably. Anyway, so that was our top 10/15/ whatever you want to call it. If you guys agreed with the list, let us know in the comments. If you disagree with the list, I will not mention a game you thought should be on the list. Let us know in the comments, on Discord or whatever. But yes, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bye.